I don't know if this makes sense, but I think that love is a dangerous thing. It's an overpowering, violent force that separates values, loyalty, and rational thought. The violent delights of it truly have violent ends. Therefore, love moderately. We've got lean on the track. Verona is the place where our scene is set. It may appear to be a love story, but then that is flipped. Two families, the Montagues and the Capulets, are bitter enemies that fight till the death. For generations, on and on and on and on they feud. The reasons are so old that they don't recall why this whole thing started off. It's just a grudge held high. Beginning of scene one, there is a huge street brawl. Prince Aeschylus then comes along. From Montague and Capulet, he has no pity. He tells him one more street fight and you're out of my city. I don't want your public fighting, your swords, your knives. Those who start a fight now will pay with their lives. Romeo misses all of this as he is sad and yearning because the love he feels for Rosaline, she hasn't been returning. Every day he creates himself an artificial night until Mercutio and Benvolio tactfully suggest that Romeo should join him at a party at the Capulets. The boys get intoxicated and leave to the ball, for they know that Romeo needs a new lady doll. And that's when he met and fell in love with Juliet. In his eyes, she was a blessing in disguise. It was love at first sight until Tybalt notices them and wants to start a fight. Old Capulet stops him to show his guest respect. This initiates a love that no one will accept. And so one night that the two couldn't soon forget, they both agreed that they loved each other true. So marriage seemed like the best thing to do. Make their vows and plan to marry in secret. The friar wants to unite the family, so he is in agreement. The story goes down from there on to Act 3. Tybalt and Mercutio were fighting on the street. If only they had listened to the wise prince, because little did they know that they would end up minced. Tybalt sways Mercutio under the arm, but they wouldn't believe him because of his charm. Seeing the death of his friend, Romeo tries to mend. Instead, he makes the foolish mistake of bringing Tybalt to an end. Romeo is banished as he just broke the law. His character is so impulsive, and that's a tragic flaw. To Juliet, this news is so unreal. The exile and the death become a wound too hard to heal. But mom and dad, they know how to repair this. Her sorrow will be over when we marry her to Paris. I've lost my dear cousin and my man, she cries. And to top it off, my dad says I must marry some guy. She goes to Friar Lawrence to see what he will say, and they plan to fake her death on her stupid wedding day. She's made dead by a potion she drinks. The friar writes to Romeo, or so he thinks. If only he had seen the friar's letter, we all wouldn't need a tissue, cause the ending would be better. Our hero fears she's dead cause the warning goes astray. So Romeo decides that he'll go the same way. He buys some poison, goes to see his dead wife, kisses her goodbye, then takes his own life. Juliet wakes up in the hope to see her lover. She is terrified by what she next discovers. Her husband is dead, and so she plans to take her own life. She stabs herself to death with his own knife, for never was a story of more woe than this of Juliet and her dear Romeo.